Namaste everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today, I want to share one of the most sacred and moving incidents from the life of Sri Ramakrishna, an incident that reveals the intensity of his longing for God, a longing so powerful that life itself became unbearable without the vision of the Divine Mother. Many people pray to God, many people worship God, but very few long for God with their whole being. Sri Ramakrishna was one of those rare souls. During his early years at Dakshineswar temple, his yearning for the Divine Mother Kali grew day by day. Every moment of separation felt like agony. His heart burned with a single question: Mother, are you truly real? Why do you not reveal yourself to me? As the days passed, this longing became more intense. Nothing in the world interested him. Food had no attraction. Sleep became impossible. Conversations with others seemed meaningless. His entire mind and heart were absorbed in one desire alone: to see the Divine Mother, to know her directly, to experience her presence. He would spend hours crying before the image of Mother Kali. Sometimes he rolled on the ground in anguish. Sometimes he wept so bitterly that people thought he had lost his mind. But Sri Ramakrishna did not care what others thought. The world appeared unreal to him. Only God was real. Day after day, month after month, his longing increased. Finally, the pain of separation became unbearable. One day, while standing in the Kali temple, he felt that he could no longer live without seeing the Divine Mother. A terrible despair seized him. He thought, if I cannot see her, what is the use of living? His heart felt as though it were being squeezed by an invisible hand. Every moment without God felt like death. Then his eyes fell upon the ceremonial sword kept in the temple. A sudden thought flashed through his mind. He would end his life. At least then the unbearable pain would come to an end. With desperate determination, he rushed toward the sword. And then, something extraordinary happened. Before he could reach it, the entire scene around him changed. The room disappeared. The walls disappeared. The doors disappeared. The temple disappeared. The world itself disappeared. Later, Sri Ramakrishna described what happened. He said, I perceived a boundless, effulgent ocean of consciousness. Everywhere he looked, there was only an infinite ocean of divine light. It stretched endlessly in every direction. From all sides arose gigantic luminous waves, waves of consciousness, waves of divine intelligence, waves of infinite bliss. These radiant waves rushed toward him with tremendous force. And then, they engulfed him completely. The individual self vanished. The world vanished. Only the infinite remained. Overwhelmed by that divine experience, Sri Ramakrishna lost all ordinary consciousness and fell to the floor. For a long time, he remained absorbed in spiritual ecstasy. Days seemed to pass without awareness of the external world. Yet within, there was only indescribable bliss, an ocean of joy beyond all human understanding. At the same time, he became vividly aware of the living presence of the Divine Mother. The Mother was no longer a distant concept. She was real, living, conscious, nearer than the nearest. The vision had come. The prayer had been answered. The Divine Mother had revealed herself. For most people, such an experience would have been enough. But Sri Ramakrishna's spiritual journey was far from over. The vision did not place him permanently in that exalted state. There were periods when the experience seemed to recede. Again, the longing returned. Again, the yearning burned within him. And once more he cried to the Divine Mother. His prayers became even more intense. His tears flowed day and night. Whenever people gathered around him, they seemed unreal, like shadows, like figures painted in a picture. Such was his absorption in God. The external world appeared dreamlike. Yet, whenever the agony of separation became unbearable, the Divine Mother would reveal herself again. Sri Ramakrishna later said that he saw her radiant form repeatedly. Sometimes she smiled, sometimes she spoke with him, sometimes she instructed him, sometimes she comforted him like a loving mother consoling her child. For Sri Ramakrishna, God was not merely an idea, not merely a belief, not merely a philosophy. God was a living reality, a living presence, a loving mother. What can we learn from this extraordinary incident? Sri Ramakrishna teaches us that spiritual realization is not achieved through casual interest. It comes through sincerity, through perseverance, through purity, and above all, through intense longing for God. The Master used to say that if one can yearn for God with the same intensity that a drowning man longs for air, then God must reveal himself. His life stands as proof of that truth. May this sacred incident inspire us to deepen our own spiritual lives. May we cultivate greater devotion, greater sincerity, greater longing for truth, and may the blessings of the Divine Mother guide us on our journey. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and help us share the timeless teachings of Sri Ramakrishna, Holy Mother, and Swami Vivekananda with more people around the world. Jai Sri Ramakrishna, Jai Maa Kali.